The transfer portal has opened. The first weekend is closed, but Auburn still hasn't gotten that big fish yet. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier. And if this is your first time here at Water Cooler Talk Sports, man, we thank you so much for coming around the water cooler with us. Please hit the subscribe button here at Water Cooler Talk. We're on our way to 1,300 subscribers before the end of January 2026, and we can't get there without you. If you are a returning viewer here at Water Cooler Talk Sports, man, thank you so much for coming around again and watching us again, and we appreciate you so much for coming back. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Help us out there, man. We appreciate you so much. Let's get into the conversation for today, man. Transfer portal open January 2nd, this past Friday. Nothing really happened. Kind of quiet. You know, a lot of people in the Auburn space thought that, you know, commits were going to start hitting then. Nothing really happened for real. You know, you had some guys announcing their intentions to visit Auburn. You had some guys announce their intentions that they were going to look at Auburn. You know, had a lot of guys announce their intentions that they were entering the portal as well. But nothing really happened, you know, on Friday. So, you know, kind of a wash day if you want to think about it from that particular standpoint as an Auburn fan. Okay, cool. Saturday comes, nothing still. You don't really get much big news or anything of that nature. This weekend altogether really has not been very eventful and, you know, a splash of what people thought was going to happen weekend. But you did get some you did get some guys from the USF side of things that did commit. You look at a guy like Christian Neptune, a wide receiver, a guy that is an explosive guy. When you get a chance to see him play, if you have not had a chance to see him play or see any of his film or his highlights, guys explode when he gets the ball in his hand. 38 receptions, 335 yards, 1 touchdown, 8.8 average last season at USF. Was part of a wide receiver room at USF that I'm not gonna say that didn't have like a true number one, but they had a guy in that room who a lot of people are waiting on to announce his commitment. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen later on today, if not sometime early this morning. That was the lead guy in that room. But you add a guy like Christian Neptune in this room, a guy that can come in and potentially and play and be a rotational piece type guy in this offense. Also coming with coming to Auburn announcing their commitment, Corey Pettigrew, wide receiver. He only had 3 receptions for 28 yards, 9.3 average. Not expecting. I don't want to say this. I'm not expecting him to step into a role and be a piece that's going to be, you know, a instant impact guy. Maybe down the road we can see him as a developmental piece. And years down the road, if he's still with Auburn at the time, he could potentially be a guy that we can look at in this room that could be one of the headline guys moving forward. Still think there's some things that needs to be worked on there, some things that needs to be worked on route running and things of that nature. But a very good sound piece that is coming to Auburn from USF following Alex Golish and Joel Gordon. What I'm excited about, if you've been over here at this channel for any period of time, you know we love line of scrimmage over here. We love offensive and defensive linemen over here at Water Cooler Talk Sports. And Auburn had a lot of guys announce their intentions to visit Auburn. Number one, Devin Vass. I spoke about him briefly in a previous video. Offensive lineman, Kansas State, 6'6", 308 pounds. As I stated, this is the type of offensive lineman that Auburn is going to be going after in the future. A very athletic, stronger, more agile type offensive lineman that's going to be able to keep up with the tempo. That's going to be able to, you know, do pin and pulls, duo blocks, just straight up man concepts, gap scheme concepts. Guys that are agile and guys that can keep up with what the tempo of this offense is going to be moving forward under Joel Gordon as the offensive coordinator and Alex Golish as the head coach. You also had Joseph Simmons from JMU, 6'6", 323-pound offensive lineman. Team just played in the college football playoff, played against Oregon in the college football playoff. He has announced that he planned on taking a visit to Auburn this past weekend as well. But maybe we'll see that weight number come down a little bit, just a tad, because you want these guys to be in great enough shape and great enough agile, strong, and still strong enough to attack, to be strong at the point of attack, and be able to get around the edges and do everything they need to do as well. Another big time piece, another big time of offensive player that visited Auburn this past weekend, Jonathan Eccles. Jonathan Eccles, 10 in. I cannot speak more about this man. You put him in a room with an already Ryan G and an already DJ Brawl, who came into this class, Ryan G in the previous 25 class. You add a Jonathan Eccles who's played underneath in this system at USF. You put him in this tight end room, and the tight end is going to be utilized a lot in this offense. And it could be a mismatch. I have said for the longest, the tight end position in football is the biggest mismatch for an offense. You saw it. Auburn's defense had a problem with that against Michael Trigg at the beginning of the year last year against Baylor, because he was a mismatch problem. He was too big for some linebackers to cover, but also he was too slow for some linebackers. He was too strong for some defensive backs in the cover, but linebackers couldn't cover him as well because he was too fast. I had to get it out right. So excuse me for that. So if we can get a tight end in here that actually has that ability to be versatile, that can work the middle of the field, that's able to be a mismatch problem against opposing linebackers and some nickelbacks and some safeties out there that are smaller, that is a mismatch for Auburn that can exploit defenses across the board. Having Jonathan Eccles in here, 6'6", 235 pounds, had 9 receptions for 109 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 12.1 yards per catch this past season with the USF Bulls. USF Bulls, man. Chaz Emrod, one of those receivers that was in that room. There's prediction for him to Auburn, and I'm pretty sure that prediction is going to hit pretty soon, if not already by the time this video drops Monday morning. 23 receptions, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 20.3 yards per catch, man. You getting these guys from USF that have been in the system, that know what Alex Golis, Joe Gordon are looking for. And I'm telling you, man, these guys are ready to come in and compete. They've been on campus. They know what to expect. They want to follow their coach, and I am more than excited about what's to come. And I know a lot of people are looking and saying, well, the quarterback, Byron Brown. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure you've seen the picture already. He is on our campus right now as I film this video. And we could be getting a decision, or we could be getting a notification anytime between at the time I'm filming this video up until later on today, today as in Monday, later on today, of Byron Brown announcing his intentions to transfer to Auburn and become the quarterback for Auburn football in the 2026 season. We've done a lot of videos. We've done numerous videos about Byron Brown and how Byron Brown stepping into this offense from USF at Auburn is a plus for Auburn football. Even though he has 1 year of eligibility remaining, him stepping into this offense, knowing what Golis wants, knowing what Joel Gordon is wanting to do from a practice standpoint, from a call standpoint, from a performance standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, having him in the room is a plus. A lot of people argue. A lot of people was arguing when a certain quarterback that was still on the roster at one point in time was still here, who should start. Well, guess what? If Byron Brown had came, well, guess what? Byron Brown should be the guy. Byron Brown should be the guy, because Byron Brown he knows what this offense is. He knows how to run this offense. A lot of people have him at 6'3", legit 6'5", 6'6" guy, 250-pound guy. He can come in and he can do. It will not be a problem for him to translate his skills from the American Conference to the SEC, if that is your trepidation and your cause to pause for that. Other kid, Keyshawn Singleton, wide receiver, from this USF offense, man. I'm telling you, another guy, 800 yards receiving last year for him in the USF offense. It seems as if he is poised to make his way to Auburn University and become part of this Auburn University football team for the 2026 season. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this video's named a lot of USF guys. There are other guys that are interested in Auburn. There are other guys. But a lot of the Auburn fan base wants to know, will some of the guys from USF follow the coach? And the thing about it is, yes, a lot of them do. And guess what? That is a positive sign because those guys believe in what the coach Golish and what Joe Gordon wants to do on the offensive side of the football. They believe in them. They believe in it. And that is a positive that we as Auburn fans should look at and say, if they believe in it and they are bought into it, then guess what? We need to believe in it and be bought into it as well. So, man, we can talk about the defense side of the ball. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about them later on down in the week. But I wanted to talk about the offensive side of the ball at the beginning of this portal season for some Auburn fans. Not the news that we wanted yet, but that news should be dropping, if not already by the time this video drops. It should be dropping sometime today, and we will be excited, and we will definitely be talking more about it. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. If you have not already, follow us on Twitter, X at CoolerSpot23. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. And, of course, hit the subscribe button here on YouTube at Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. As always, y'all have a good one. Y'all be easy. We'll talk to you later. Y'all be good. I holla. Peace.